everybody. Just looking for some stuff. Actually, I need to text some folks, but I need to find a particular. I guess it's this one. This is my Capucine, which is the color orange from Hermes. This lip balm is the first one I bought. Hey, Apple Blonde! And I bought it specifically because I needed an orangish lipstick, so I don't get to wear it too often because I don't wear this color that often. Hey Pixie, hey Keith. Oh yeah, yeah. Today was oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, husband moment. I need to text some folks real quick. Because yeah, no, the algorithm or whatever, the notification system is not so kind. It actually doesn't tell. A lot of people miss my lives. And please thumb up the lives, guys, because lives. Please thumb up the live. Apparently, like 300 people watched my video yesterday and I only had 25 likes, which is fine. But the 3 dislikes really makes it look bad when you only have 25 likes. I was like, oh, I hate the dislike button. I wish there was no dislike and like button. Just like heart or nothing. You know? It's like, anyway, I needed, who was I supposed to text? Okay. I see who. Hello, friends, my lurkers, all my lurkers. I love you guys. I need to remember where is the. Okay. There we go. There we go. Duty's done. Monica. Hello, hello. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, friends. I know I don't normally ask, but it's really frustrating. Um, I'm serious. Every single live I do that public, not my members live, is 2 to 3 people constantly thumb it down. They literally, I have hate watchers. Somebody takes the time to click or at least to unclick on my video. And I know everybody says, well, it makes the algorithm whatever. But I'm like, I don't care. It does hurt my feelings that it's not that it happens, it's that it happens consistently. So consistently, I can almost bank on it. Even today, 2 to 3 people will not like my life. Like, why visit? Anyway, I'm lurking. I'm supposed to be working right now, trying to finish projects. I have the ambient sound. Yay! I love my lurkers. Thank you, thank you. That's what I do. As Merkin Boy eloquently puts it, you guys are getting free. Oh, you guys are getting free entertainment. At least you can do is thumb it up. Yeah. Hey, Brian. Hey, Flan. And the other thing is like Meredith will say, it's like it's free. You It's true, it's free, which is why I don't understand why there's a thumbs down. But anyway, and I did get notified. I also sometimes watch your lives on the replay when I go to sleep and sometimes restart during the night. Yay! I'm so happy, Kitty. You know why? Because I do that to Jacob. So Super Dacob went live last night at, I don't know, some ungodly hour, like ridiculously late. I'm sleeping to his voice and I wake up and I go back to the beginning and I missed so much of his live last night because he went live so late that I listened to it during the day to finish it out. And he actually had a really good live because he did a couple videos. And I mentioned it yesterday, but I kind of glossed over it because it was really quick. You know how LVMH or Louis Vuitton is going to do Pat McGrath makeup? Or she's going to be working with Louis Vuitton. The haters secretly like your lives. They are just jealous that are as fun and awesome as you. Thank you, Apple Blonde. That made my day. That made my day. That's funny. But um, Jacob did a segment on the Louis Vuitton Pat McGrath thing, and it's interesting. Jacob is not too happy with Louis Vuitton or LVMH, their whole conglomerate, honestly. And I don't blame him, and I've given them a ton of my money and I continue to give them my money, but um I do understand at some point you get kind of disgusted at the corporate greed, because if you pay attention to fashion and just what they've done, and Jacob pointed it out, and I have to agree, and I've watched Coach do it too. So they discontinue the less expensive models, they reintroduce them at a higher price point, and they tweak something about it. All the brands do it, but now Louis Vuitton, they've done it with almost everything. So they lost their entry level price point. It's so high now. There is no entry. I mean, the entry level is like $3,000 or $800, $900 for an SLG, which is ridiculous. Keith says, guys, I don't know if I look poor or something, but that TikTok thing where someone comes in and pays for your groceries happened to me today. Free food? Whoa. Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about on TikTok, but I'm assuming somebody paid for your groceries at the grocery store. That's pretty cool. Hey, Marilla. That's awesome, Keith. Yeah, that's happened to me like in a fast food line where somebody in front of you will pay for the people behind you. Um, that's pretty cool. But anyhow, so I'm watching the thing about Louis Vuitton, and I'm going to be the first one to tell you, I will buy a Louis Vuitton lipstick if Pat McGrath is the person who does it, because I love Pat McGrath lipstick. But Pat McGrath lipstick is pretty expensive on its own, so I have no clue how if they're charging more than Hermes for lipstick, I can't. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. I think Hermes is my ceiling for, well, actually, my most expensive lipstick is the Guerlain with a specialty case. But I don't think I can go. I wanted that Chanel lipstick for $200 so bad, and I didn't do it. I didn't buy it. I went to the Chanel boutique and I tried it on, Jen. Tried it on. I tried it on. I love the color, but I didn't like the formula. Hi, puppy. They've been fed and watered and walked outside, and now they had to come say hi. Bye, hun. Thank you. Um, yeah, I will be buying an LV lipstick too. If so, so here's the thing about that entry point level, the cosmetic level. I might never buy an Hermes bag from the store. I have bought two lipsticks, and I have bought one pre-loved bag. Actually, I bought two pre-loved bags. I only have one left. But from the store, I would go back again to look at their perfume and look at their lipstick, right? Whereas with LV, I would absolutely go back. I would go in there. The makeup would get me into the door, and it would get me to actually look at the cosmetics and get the lipstick, and that would lead me slowly into buying something else because I would be in the store. I've already been contemplating of buying a LV perfume at 300 and some odd dollars, which is expensive. I'm not gonna lie, it's expensive. For me, I mean, is it as expensive as some of these other niche brands? No. Is it expensive? Yes. Just because it's not as expensive does not mean it's not expensive. You know. Oh, so I have a text saying, yeah, yeah. So yeah, so Coach does this too. Okay, so Coach right now, if you saw Dee Bean's video today, she showed the battle of the quilted bags. So a couple years ago, like 2 years ago, the Pillow Madison quilted came out. Napa leather, big to do, big to do. Everybody had to have a quilted Madison bag. We loved it. The Napa leather was amazing. And then they came out with the quilted bags, and they came out with more quilted bags. They even had a quilted Rowan on the outlet. Well, right now they have a quilted Quinn bag. The quilted Quinn bag is phenomenal. The regular Quinn bag in the new reedition in the outlet, because this Quinn bag is not an exact remake of the Quinn bag. It's just the name, right? So Coach made a Quinn crossbody bag way back in the day. Beautiful bag. Wonderful bag. The bag everybody loves that leather, loves that vintage. Well, they made a new one. And that new Quinn bag really doesn't look like the original Quinn bag at all. It does share the name. But if you look at the Quinn, the regular Quinn and the quilted Quinn, completely different. Not in shape and style, materials. So the quilted, to be a quilted leather, you have to be a soft, thin leather. So it's decadent. It's smushy and gushy and you love it, right? But then if you look at the other Quinn bag, which is in their shiny, not patent, but not just it's a shiny leather that has a coating, but it's not full out patent, but it's not regular. Not nice at all. It's really stiff. So what I'm saying is, if it's popular, it comes around again. And somebody pointed this out in one of my other videos that I was watching, and she's in, I cannot remember the name of her channel, but Life My Luxury. It's My Life in the Middle. Not Lisa's channel, but a different lady. She's in Florida. She was talking about Coach bags. Now, this lady normally shops at Hermes and she shops at Louis Vuitton. She buys high-end luxury bags. She normally doesn't buy Coach. So she's talking about Coach because Coach got her attention. And she said that she really liked this chain tabby because she goes, I remembered it came out a year ago as a runway bag, limited release. Only a few were made. Fast forward a year, and now they're in main production. So I'm like, I remember that. Now that she brought that up, really remember that. I remember that the chain tabby was a big to-do when that came on the runway, and now that it's in full swing production, it's a big to-do again, And the large chain tabby, which I like, is $700 and almost eight. I'm like, ow. And I was looking at the retail yesterday in my impromptu live. I was showing everybody a shop with me. So we went to Coach, and we went to Fossil, we went to Michael Kors, we went to Vivian Westwood, we went to Michael Kors, or not Michael Kors. We did go to Michael Kors, but we also went to Marc Jacobs. Now, here's the thing I've discovered with my love of Coach. Thank you, Jen. I love these classes too. Is the price point for Coach retail at full price is come to the price point now that I can go buy and would rather buy Marc Jacobs or Vivian Westwood on sale. Now, I understand that Vivian Westwood probably needs to be on sale for me to afford those prices, and that Marc Jacobs is on the cusp of cheaper than Coach now for some of the bags I'm looking at. The bag I want from Marc Jacobs right now is like $500, which is the same price as half the bags they have on their regular retail. And that really surprised me because then I went to the Coach outlet site because there's a Rowan I was looking at that I really wanted. But the Rowan in the regular size either comes in coated canvas or cross-grain leather. They do have a CC quilted one right now, but they don't really have a soft leather, just smooth leather that's not cross grain. And that's what I want. It's a smooth leather, not a cross grain leather. Because cross grain leather, while I love Epi and I do like cross grain, I would really like that bag in a leather that was smooth leather. That's not cross grain. Anyway, I'll just keep on talking forever, never, never, amen. But I have five boxes, 4 giant boxes, 1 small box. Even I was embarrassed at the pile of boxes at my door today. Even I can't even excuse my behavior. This is crazy insanity. This is shopaholic. Dawn says, I have zero bandwidth tonight, not staying long. Okay, good night, Dawn. Have a good time. Catch us on the replay. Oh my gosh. Hey, Jeanette. It's just like crazy town right now. Work was insanity. I had training today. We had, it was better than Thursday's training. We did solve a few problems, which is good. We got some things done. I didn't leave with a headache. My back hurts, but that's normal. It just hurts a little bit more. And then let's see. Well, let's not talk about work. Let's talk about fun stuff. So I have 4 boxes here. I'm like, oh my Lord Jesus. because this is embarrassing. But let me show you what my stress. And I thought I was doing so good. Obviously not. So this one is okay. This one's from the Real Real. This one, I blame this one on Jolie and Craig. This is Jolie and Craig. Totally Jolie and Craig. Okay, so when we were talking about Reed Karkoff, and I blame Craig for this. I mean, he already gets the blame anyway because he introduced me to Reed Karkoff. But when um Jolie and Craig were talking about it, I took my happy little self over to the Real Real and I found this sucker for $40 and I'm like, I'm buying it. So there's tax and shipping. It's not like it's just only $40, but it was on sale for $40. It was in a color I wanted, in a bag style. I think I only have 2 or 3 of these. I know, right? Only. Confessions of a Shopaholic. When you buy things in multiples because you just love a style so much, you buy it in multiples. Um, so this shipped in a really big box. I did not expect it to be in a box this big. And honestly, it's not actually that big of a bag, but I guess this is the box they had. So this is the Real Real. I wanted the Patent Mini Barlow and Sky. I think it was gone. Oh man. Well, yeah, the Mini Barlows are pretty hard to find because they're popular. The thing about the Barlow bag, now the Barlow is a Dooney and Burke style. I love the Barlow bag. I also love the Flynn. They're similar in compartments. The thing about the Barlow is that the mini one is like almost perfect and the large Barlow is heavy. That was like I think my second trade with Jolie, or maybe my first trade. I don't remember, but I traded a large Barlow to her for something else, and I think for her Henry's bag. And she said, Jackie, you did me dirty. I'm like, what do you mean? I thought you liked the bag because I love the bag. I can't carry it because I didn't know at the time we were new friends. And I didn't know she couldn't carry heavy bags. And yeah, the large Barlow is not a bag you want if you can't carry a heavy bag. Just snuck in from it. Hey, Zena. So this is my Reed Karkoff. It needs some TLC, but that's what I love about bags. The quality in this bag is so good that I can clean this up and this will be perfectly look brand new. You won't even recognize it. I'm going to try really hard to do a whole video cleaning this and filming it and then editing it so you can see it. So I'm going to put this aside so I don't clean it. Hey, if you were here yesterday and saw my unboxing, my 2-hour live yesterday, and I started off with a Dooney and Burke, let me show you. Do you remember how kind of grimy it looked? Kind of like sad and not too cool. This is with one cleaning, no actual conditioner, no buffing. This is just with that one clean you saw me do with the cleaner, the 2 types of cleaner. I used the foam text cleaner, and then I used the Horseman cleaner, and then I put it down, and I ignored it till today. And before I went to bed, I took a look over at it, and it looks so pretty. Look at the interior after it's been cleaned with foam text. Well, Dawn, you should see yesterday's video because yesterday I showed this right out of the box and how grody it really was in the first clean. I got this bag for $35, y'all. This is the Dooney and Burke satchel, pocket satchel. So this pocket satchel is not as popular, but I think this is actually this is like a fabulous size. And because the way this is made, it's actually easier to get in and out of than the classic satchel because the zipper isn't as in your hands as the classic one is. And if y'all have the classic satchel, y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, I use Colonel Carbon Pro all the time, Jen. That's my preferred spray. It's the same thing as Apple Guard, same thing as Scotch Guard, but I use Colonel Carbon Pro because I like the tech on it, the technology of it. When you read the whole description, it's pretty cool, and I use it. So does Craig. Craig and I both use Colonel Carbon Pro. He might use Apple Guard. We both use the same thing. Oh, you only sprayed suede? No, you can spray them on any textile. You can even spray them on leather, especially Vachetta. Yeah, yeah. So we showed you one bag. Let's open another box because this was pure impulse. Okay, so was the read, guys. So was the read. That was impulsive because I was feeling, I knew that was on the Real Real. I love mixed materials. I knew I could restore it. I knew I could do a whole video on it. I did buy it for the video, but I knew I could do a video. I like showing how you can take something that looks kind of grungy, if it's made well, and restore it. It's not the end of the world just because it's older. Anyway, here is my, if you know, you know, this is from Dooney and Burke, but I got this from the eBay website, the I Love Dooney website on eBay, or their eBay store, I Love Dooney eBay store, because this bag was on sale for $100. But if I bought it through I Love Dooney, even with the 4.5% back on Rakuten, I'd have to pay for shipping. Whereas on the eBay site, the shipping was free. So it was worth it to save on the shipping than the 4.5% back and then pay for shipping. So let's see. And this is again, I am buying this fully acknowledging my mother will probably take this back from me. I absolutely know that if my mother ever comes to visit and if my mother sees this bag, it is gone. I know that. And I kind of bought it knowing that, but I would rather distract her with something I bought to distract her with than and she's supposed to be coming not this year but next year, but other than with something that I really, really love and she wants that instead. So Lisa, take it or leave it. So let's look at the invoice thingy. So it says that this is 1 of 1. UPS ground. It got here pretty quickly, in my opinion. Does it have a quantity? So this tote is called the Tilly tote, and it's in Dandelion. Oh, here it is. It is number 17 out of 75 in this batch. I fully expect my mom to take this, but I had never seen. There's another Dooney bag that's on QVC that's not anywhere else yet that I would really like, but that one's $500, and I'm not quite ready to commit. Wait, what is this? Guys, I have never gotten one of these. Look at this, the Canvas collection. I have been wanting to get something from this Canvas collection. I'm keeping this. This is, in 20 years, I might actually appreciate having this. I like this one right here. I'm a tote girl. Y'all. It's super similar to the buttercup color, the sack. It probably is. I mean, I kind of look at, I know they call it dandelion, but to me, this is a sunflower, more of a sunflower. But my mother will take this. This will become um, her new shopping bag if she ever sees it. Look at the size of this bag. I'll get measurements. Let me unpack it. Gosh, this is pretty. What got me on this one is the length of the straps. Let's get this undressed because so much packaging. It's a little darker. I love it. Yeah. Well, I have a thing. I keep buying yellow bags and I keep giving them away. So, and I knew when I bought this one, I know. If God is, made little green apples and that my mother is going to see this and she's going to want it. Even if I post this on the internet, on my Facebook, she will say something. My mother doesn't do that. Oh, it's much longer than a 9-inch strap drop. That's what got me to look at it. Because the problem I have with the tulip tote, which is another tote that Dooney makes, and I have a lot of, is the strap is a little bit, it could be an inch longer to be more comfortable. It's comfortable enough, but it isn't the best comfortable. It isn't the most comfortable. It's, for me, the perfect strap drop is a 12-inch strap drop. So when I read this and I saw this, and it was just by accident, you guys. I mean, I guess I go look at things because Ola May is always posting. But when I saw this advertised, I was like, oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Look at this long. Look at this. This is what a true shopper. This is called the Tilly tote. This is amazing. This is truly a comfortable shopping tote. So this is from there to the top of the O-ring is 16 inches. So to the top of this bracket right here, this rivet, 17 inches. This bag is 30 centimeters across, so it's a 12 inch at the base, and at the top. And the fact I got this for $100, guy, it's pebbled. It is. It's 19 inches, 18 and a half inches across the top. Like, wow. So 18 and a half up here, 12 down here. Look at the width. This is truly, oh yeah, I think all totes, to me, tote bag straps should be 12 inches. I can deal with 10. 10's okay. 8 is just too short. Like, that's why when I have a an LV tote going to get the Vachetta replaced, and I'm putting it with the 12-inch strap drop. This bag is Aaron. It's $100. It's on the I Love Duty eBay site, and it's also on the I Love Duty site. And look, it's dust bag. So I don't know if this was a bag that was for QVC or not, because I had never seen this bag before it hit I Love Dooney. So I didn't see this on the Dooney site. And normally when that happens, it normally means that this was either a QVC or or like it could have been a Dillard's exclusive, or it could have been, they do a lot of stuff like that. So sometimes when you see bags that you don't normally see, it's because they're honestly bags that are exclusives. Like, so the Olivia satchel that Dooney makes used to be a QVC, and then occasionally you can buy. I love this. Like, there's the Addison tote is a tote that was made by Dooney also, that came out on QVC only. And I think this might be one of those things that maybe a year ago this was a QVC thing. It has 2 pockets on the outside. You know, super simple to put your wow. And then it has the 2 slips, and then a zip and a slip. Like, look how beautiful it is. It's awesome. Oh yeah, I Love Dooney is the outlet for Dooney. Dooney does not make anything for outlet. Their I Love Dooney site is truly their it's what a true outlet actually is. I have a Tammy is awesome too, with long straps. Yes, a Tammy. Yeah, yep. Jackie, this color is natural, but it is neutral but interesting. Yes, I like this yellow. Now I'm wearing bright orange. It might not be the best color to wear with it, but when I wear a lot of blue, this is an awesome bag. Now, because it is yellow, I would probably spray this down with Colorful Carbon Pro, because that will protect it. Because if you get dye transfer, like from your denim on this, if you find it and wipe it down immediately, no problem. If you forget and it stays there for a while, could be a problem. So this is something you want to spray down, just in case just because of I wear denim jeans. And because this is a shopping tote, that will be, oh, it's great with the orange. Nice. So this is a very cool, I'm very happy with this. I'm probably going to use this tomorrow. I'm going to use the heck out of that bag. If my mom does get it, it ain't going to be brand new. Because I'm going to be using that one. I just kind of fell in love with the yellow color. And I know that my mom's going to take it. It's fine. So I have 2 more items to unbox. This is a haul, guys. This is a haul. In support of Coach. I might have a Coach rant coming soon in support of Coach. Okay, so Coach has a beautiful yellow Rowan bag at the outlet that I was looking at today. I don't know what's for dinner, Lex. So this one came from Poshmark. Oh, this is because of DD Bean. This is DD Bean's fault. So Miss DD Bean gave me a gift months ago. I think I opened it, and yes, I already had that bag, but that doesn't matter. You know, she gave me a gift. And I have both of them and I love them. They're awesome. So let me show you. And because I was looking for the other piece I didn't have in that collection, I found it. So I went and found it and I bought it. Yeah, no reason have been. So you know that Dee Dee gave me the Minnie Mouse Junie and Burke bag? This is the Mickey Peace Love Smile. Isn't this awesome? It's denim, guys. It's a denim with a blocked velvet print on here. And then look at this. Oh yeah, your Cleona bag. I love it. Yes, I saw that bag. Did you see? Yeah, you put it on Ed's page. It's a beautiful bag. Isn't that beautiful? So let me give you some dimensions on this. This one's a regular hobo, a strap drop. This is about with the smiling, about 10 inches with it sagging all the way down. 10 inches, which is a good. This is a comfortable. This is a very comfortable carry for me. I actually like this bag a lot. I have this in a couple different styles. I do sling it to the back like that when I'm walking with it like this. There we go. But it can sit right under the arm, no problem. Um, I'm making French onion soup, bacon wrapped meatloaf, Parmesan crusted potatoes. Wow, fancy. And I can actually make this longer by an inch, so I'm gonna do that. Right? Well, you know how I feel. Well, you know how I feel about my fandoms, that I am going through my second childhood at 45. I'm actually going to call this my first childhood because my actual childhood, I wasn't actually able to enjoy cartoons and being a kid because my dad was older and we had to be the officers, colonels, kids, and even my mother. They were so busy being social in polite society that we had to be these perfect, and we were twins, y'all. We were always dressed up in these cute little outfits, told never to get anything messy, blah blah blah. you know it's not fun, when you're wow. Dinner at Lux, yes, that's I'll go to Lux's house for dinner. Yes, I agree, especially French onion soup. Now, when I make French onion soup, I actually make the onions in the crock pot the night before, and then that morning when I wake up, I put all the stock into this, put more stock, I should say. And then, so the night before, I cook the onions with butter and wine or balsamic vinegar, depending on which one you want. You can use both, a little bit of broth. And then in the morning, I fill it up with broth and then cook it the rest of the day. It works out really good. You should look at some crock pot French onion soup recipes. Surprisingly, really good. Come on over. Ugh, trying to get this to go through these button type of fasteners. Oh, so difficult. There we go. Got it. Got it. See? Right. It just went up a little bit, but that little bit makes a difference. And I can actually make the top go down a little bit. Okay. Let's sit here and play with it. Hello. How was everybody else's Friday? Um, My Friday was okay, as I just said, work with work. Work was actually pretty productive. We got some stuff done that we need to do. I have deadlines next week that I don't know how I'm going to make. Um, well, when I say deadlines, we have a preferred date we would like to meet. And I have a feeling that that preferred date is not going to be next week. I did finish reading that giant book that I've been doing, and I finished writing my notes. Now I need to work on the PowerPoint and the presentation so that my fellow techs and I can do some, cramming for the test. Fancy smancy cooking. Well, cooking for people you care about is like the best thing. It's so, cooking food for people who enjoy food. It's so rewarding. Cooking food for people who don't really care about food is the most unfulfilling ridiculousness ever. Hey, Rabbi, because um my sister, her family is very food picky, and she and I, we were kind of given food as a kid, so like you eat it, you don't complain, and you just eat it, right? Her husband, that's not him, and that wasn't his family. His family catered to his tastes, so he's very selective with his food, and he eats only like 5 different foods. So unfortunately, their kids followed their father in the food palette. And even though I have photographic evidence, and I was there when Miss Violet ate broccoli, she does not eat broccoli now. She might have when she was a kiddo. She does not eat broccoli now. So my poor sister doesn't really get food, um, home cooked food, or food she really loves, or even cook for her family that much. She does cook for her son a lot because he's more food adventurous, but her daughter, mm-mm. It is pretty much plain pasta noodles, chicken nuggets, pizza, popcorn, not a vegetable to be seen. I don't think there's a single vegetable that kid likes. Her father's the same way. I think at least with Connor, he will eat vegetables. Um, but we Jennifer and I just look at each other. We're like, is it that your kids don't like vegetables? Like any vegetables. It's like not a green bean, not a lettuce, not a broccoli. I mean, nothing. I mean, nothing. It's like how, you know? But that's just the way it is. And um so Jen she's a really good cook, but she doesn't want to cook because she's like, my family doesn't eat anything. So she's really good at cooking breakfast because that's the only thing the kids like. Or at least I should say the one kid likes. The other kid will eat breakfast, but is more picky about it. So if she makes eggs, it's very rewarding. Hey Cammy, like when her son wants mom to cook something, she'll say, "Mom, can we have eggs?" And she's like, "Sure thing." It doesn't matter if it's 8 o'clock at night. She'll make eggs for that kiddo because he wants food that's actually food. It's like, okay, we have this for the full extent. I have now made this as long as it can be. And this is the inside. I love this bag. So cool. Hot breakfast is awesome. Yeah, hot breakfast is awesome. This is amazing. And now I'm going to rate them before I put this down and forget that I need to. Poshmark, you have to rate them when you get things for them to get funded. Keith, what is your breakfast of choice? Actually, what do people eat for breakfast? Because some people eat breakfast, some people don't eat breakfast. Growing up, we had hot breakfast, mostly soup because we're Asian. But when we moved to America, that changed to cereal because my dad was a single dad. Let me see. Do, 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 do. Okay. Aaron, I just got your text. That tote is phenomenal. I'm going to show you guys. This just came in. Aaron just got this tote. Wow, this is a Coach tote. Look at this tote, guys. This is from the men's line, and it is a beautiful, I don't know if it's focusing, camo tote. That's really pretty. I love camo. Um, I haven't been in a while, just so exhausted by Fridays. My weekend plans is giving my cat Sophia a bath. Morella, your cat lets you? I used to have a cat that had a shower that had a front and back shower curtain, and it had a little lip, so it's this walk-in shower. And then the cat would go in between the two shower curtains and poke his head around the shower curtain and lick at the water. But oh my gosh, he will not. He would not. Um, he would not. There's no way we could get that cat wet to take a bath. Down, Dawn. It's a 2-day process. She lets you. Well, she's so fluffy. Hey, Grace. Grace. Oh my gosh, Grace. I don't know if you caught yesterday's shop with me part of the video, but I went to the Vivian Westwood website. Ma'am, the amount of gorgeous bags that were in the Vivian Westwood website in heart shape They had this jasmine large with a heart. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. I had a 2-hour live yesterday by accident. Um, so it was um I didn't mean to, but we ended up talking, and then I ended up doing a shop with me, and we went to the Vivian Westwood um website. I was so thrilled. I haven't been that excited to look at bags in a long time because I love Viv. She's just expensive. Like, she's not cheap, right? She's just high dollar. And I just love her stuff. I love the shape of the bags. I love the granny frame style bag. I love the jasmine bag. I just like her stuff. And I love watching her stuff too because I mean, well, I love seeing her on Cassie Thorpe's channel because Cassie buys her stuff and wears it. And every time Cassie wears a Viv outfit or top, I look at I'm like, that is so pretty. It's so pretty. Um, I can post live watch. Yeah. Definitely a good thing. VW bags never, yeah, they never, they're just gorgeous. Absolutely. They're just very hard to find in America. We don't really have an outlet here other than like one or two. I think there's one store. And so if you find it here, and if I find it on like Vestiaire Collective, it's so expensive. It's that heart bag with the top handle. Yes. 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 Um, Jeanette, okay, Apple Blonde, yeah, agree, Keith. That's fun to online browse together on the live. Yeah, we were shopping. We were just shopping together, and I was looking at the websites, and I talk about all these things, and I go there all the time, but I haven't really done a real look with me because it's not really me shopping. I'm not actually shopping for anything. I'm just looking. I'm gonna take my medication before I forget. Um, It's just one of those days. My entire room is a mess. I'm gonna have to clean this place up, clean the boxes and the packaging. Whoa. Yeah, I have to buy when there's sale. Oh yeah. But here's the thing, guys. Vivian is just at the same price as a lot of, well, the things I like are the same prices as a lot of the Coach bags now. So it's contemporary is meeting my luxury price points. You know, when Coach bags are between $500 and $800, some of them 1,200. It's not much different than Marc Jacobs and Vivian and some of the other bags I look at. You know, and I don't consider myself really a luxury bag buyer. I have luxury bags, but I'm more of a um, contemporary bag person. I like contemporary design, which is very odd, I know, because um, I was watching Jessie Styles' video. She bought a new she sold some she sold a bunch of bags, but then she bought a bag. Like, hey, Ophelia, I haven't seen you in forever, girl. So we bought the bag, was I think it's called Anemone, that really pretty eggplant purple color. She bought a Kelly in that. And I think that's very much a Jessie Styles bag. I think, sometimes it's not just, is it a good deal? Is it a good fit? Is it a good color? Um, I like to sell my black small Loewe puzzle if anyone's interested, like new. The small puzzle is small though, and they're expensive, y'all. The Loewe puzzle is expensive. Although I do hope you sell it. Why do you want to sell it? Okay, you have too many bags and you're looking to sell. I get it. But that bag's so pretty. Keith, it's all about SLGs. Fashion. Someone else said that yesterday. Vivian Westwood must be famous for their sale. Well, they're not famous for their sale. I think it's just that they go on sale, and not everything goes on sale. Cami must ask why it's too hard getting in and out of. No, I think Keith. I think with Cami is that she has a space problem. Like, I have a space problem. I have 2 rooms dedicated to bags. Actually, 2 rooms, part of my living room, a closet, and a bedroom. She has like a closet. Oh, too hard to get in and out of. Really? That's the reason? Because I have a friend who has um, the medium sized one. He loves it. And of course the large is awesome, but I don't know how big the small one is because I don't have a way of anything. Door gorgeous just don't grab for it. Yeah. Yeah. Jeanette says she's getting tired of it. I don't know what you're getting tired of, Jeanette. I missed something. Um, anyway, let me finish. Let me take these medications. I did remember to call the pharmacy, y'all, and I was able to get my medication refilled. I have to go get it tomorrow, but I got it refilled. Jackie, true. I have to pick and choose what stays and more mindful of what comes in no room. Yeah, you know, I don't have children, and it's just James and I, so we can just okay. Nothing happened. I'm just okay. Cool. Um, I do have one more item to unbox, and actually two more items to unbox, but one more bag. This was another impulsive purchase. I'm a little embarrassed about this one because I didn't need it. I don't need any of these bags, but I mean, I can justify the Mickey Mouse and I can say I need a big giant yellow shopping tote. I have nothing like that. But this one, this was just pure collector's issues. This is all about me being a collector, had nothing to do with need. It just had to do with I need that bag. I do not have it. I know exactly what I'm looking at, and it's a great price. I bought it solely just to add to the collection. And that's not normally the best reason to buy a bag. Confession time, right? Right. And that's what I mean about confessions of a shopaholic is that this is it was a good deal in a good bag. And I knew what I was looking at. I'm like, I can't not get it. I can't not get it. I don't care if I don't need it. I don't care if I have to apologize to my husband. And here's the thing, as James says, when you buy a lot of things like this, that means I cannot buy anything because we're only finite amount of money, and you're spending it. So that means I can't spend it, and that's not really fair. And I completely agree with him. Absolutely, completely agree with him. And then I see this bag. I'm like, I have to buy the bag. There might be a vlog sale coming out just to give my husband some peace of mind that some bags are leaving the nest. Um, Let's see. Cammy said, Appleball says, Cammy, I hear you about space. I'm debating if I really need to add two more Cassie 19s. I just ordered one in the dark stone, and now the bluebell. Oh my gosh, that bluebell, that one's getting me too. And the Cassie 19, that one's getting me too. And I don't even like the Cassie 19. I like the regular Cassie better. But that bluebell color, the only two bags I've seen in the bluebell that I think I would want to buy is the Brooklyn, but I don't like the interior finish out, and the Cassie. So between the Cassie and the Brooklyn, I'd rather have the Cassie, even though it's a smaller bag. Um, Anyway, my sister, I don't know if I told you this. My sister might be coming Sunday. She's going to have an unboxing here, and she has a haul to show you guys. She's been thrifting, and can I tell you, my twin sister found Chanel shoes, legit Chanel shoes. The Brooklyn 39 is nice. I agree with the shape. I don't like the way it's interior finish out. They did too much. They did too much and not enough. So the Brooklyn, what they did to the interior of it is just one piece of leather, and they sanded down so that it's smooth on the interior, but not completely smooth. So the suede interior, the backside of the leather, which is suede, is compressed a little bit, but not coated. Right? So it's very much like the day tote. So the day tote is the same concept, but they coated the interior. The Brooklyn really isn't coated on the interior. It's kind of just pressed down, not a full suede, but I just don't like the way it feels. It's a texture thing. It's completely a texture thing. And I'd have to see the Bluebell. I did think that the Brooklyn in suede was better than the leather version. I just have to see um the leather version. No, the triangles are PVC applied to vinyl tape fabric grace. No, it's called Intersect Sandals. Back. Okay, which shoes? Apple Blonde. I'm just overwhelmed. I get anxiety with clutter, and there are other bags I'm looking to, and I need to make room to replenish funds. Regardless, as I see, there's a tote, but I'm not into totes because I feel like my things get lost. That's the truth. That can happen. Apple Blonde says Cassie 19 actually fits a decent amount of stuff. The thing is, I like the original Cassie with that top handle that was affixed more than the two handles that they come with now. But I do have a Cassie 19 coming. I bought it from a Facebook friend, and it doesn't have the long strap. I'm okay with that because the long strap isn't long enough for me, but it's in the faded blue. And that was the last faded blue bag I did not get, even though I've traded the Sammy and the kit version over to Latina. I still really wanted that Cassie. And the thing is, Ed Braun had it. Okay, Winnie had it. Winnie traded it to Ed. Ed sold it. I believe he sold it to Dee Dee. So I'm like, dang it. I kept missing it. So finally, I'm like, I want it. Closing the chapter of my life. Long as my phone fits in it. That's the same bag I have. I love it. It's so spacious. Wait a minute. What bag do you have, Keith? Let me scroll up. I missed something. Um, triangles, Keith. Which shoes? I don't know what shoes. I missed what I was talking about. The totes, but okay. Girl, Cassie 19. Um, spacious because it's wide, thick cylinder. Awesome with the new LV biker bag. Oh, the biker bag. Yeah. Yeah, cylinder so that I can use it in travels. Also, this is a metallic orange I love. Um, Keith is in America, that bag is like 600. How much is it in Australia? I bought mine in Narita Airport, so it was only like 200, but it's gotten so much use out of that. What bag is this, Keith? Grace says, oh, cool, silver roomy, cool. I find deep bags. My things get lost. I can carry very little, and all of my things are palm size. Yeah, I believe lots of compliments. Hey, Christiana, happy Friday. Good seeing everyone. Bye, Cami. Wow, that's so cool, Keith. Night, Cami. We're saying hi. I missed out on one that was a little smaller in gold a couple years back in restocking. Keith, Christiana, it's called the Bobo in, insect saddlebag? Bow Bow insect saddlebag. Who makes that? Is Bow Bow a style or the brand? Um, hey Keith, send me a link. Um, oh shoot, be quiet. So anyway, let me show you what's in this box. Like 820, oh 850. Ooh. Okay, let me show you. Okay, let me get the invoice. Craig, you're gonna die. Craig is gonna see this and he's gonna scream. So this is thank you. I bought this from a clothes mentor, which by the way is only like an hour and a half away from me, but I mailed it to myself because it was $8 and it was cheaper to spend $8 than it was to drive all the way up to way north, an hour and a half and then an hour and a half back and use a quarter tank of gas. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look. Oh my God. I didn't need it. I didn't need it. But look at this bag. Look at the leather. Look at the leather of this bag. Now, this is not the Alto collection because this has gold hardware. The Alto collection normally has silver hardware, but I do believe this is still this is so cool. This is legitimately a Dooney and Burke bag, but one I've never seen before. Because look at it. It's all leather. There's a red coating, but it's just leather. Okay, I'll look at the link. And this normally is the type of bag that would be, but it has all the right It it is a Dooney and Burke bag. It has the tag right here. This is just not like any Dooney and Burke bag I've ever seen that wasn't part of the Alto collection. This is just so cool. Like when I saw this as a collector, I had to. I had to. I had to rescue this. I had to. It was like I needed to buy this bag. It was just a need. It cost there's no invoice on here, but I can tell you that it was like for $50 plus shipping and tax. I had to. I had to rescue this bag. It's big. It's in the way, you know. Okay, let me see this. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Bao is Isaac Miss is Izzy Miyake. I've seen this bag. You know what, Keith? You've shown me this bag before. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know. $50 for this bag. So is this a bag that Keith and Grace are talking about? This Izzy. Come on, focus. Let me see if I can get a better show of the. You see how pretty that is? Iridescent, geometric. It's really pretty. Are those leather squares? Saddle insect bag. Blue saddle insect bag. Very cool. No, so yes, this is the coolest bag ever. And to my lurking fans, yeah, no, the bag that you're asking about hasn't shipped yet, but it will. Um, Look at how cool this bag is. This is so cool. Now it needs some cleaning. It needs a little bit of TLC. It needs a little bit of leather conditioner. But it's not dry. It's just never been cleaned, and that's just the thing. People look at this and like, well, it's old, it's tired. Let's just get rid of it. This is not old or tired. Mm-mm. This is not old or tired. This is not even, this is barely broken in. Hey, Latina, look at this bag, Latina. Look at how beautiful this is. I have a light color. I love the light colors, even though they are more impractical. The one that you were looking at was that orange metallic. Oh, I don't have the scarf that turns into a dress. Um, yeah. Hello, my lurking friends. I love all my lurking friends. Um, so this is so cool. This is so cool. This has just barely started its life. I'm going to give this a clean inside, both sides, and then I'm going to condition the heck out of this, and y'all will not even recognize it. You'll be like, what? Huh? What? That was the same bag? Because I know what you're seeing. I know what you're seeing. I know what everybody else saw when they saw it online too. And they only marked it for $50. Because look, there's a couple pen marks on the exterior. Who cares? This is just amazing. This is character. This is a life well lived. Life well lived. I think perfection is overrated. Um, this is gorgeous. So, but let me grab. Do, 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 do. This is a newer leather lotion. Ivana! There was a Dooney collection a while back that was stiff, smooth leather and had different colors. I bet this is that one. Whatever this is called, I bet it was because look at this. It looks like the Janie tote, but it's not the Janie tote because the Janie tote has the same type of flap, but it's different shape, right? Different straps. I don't know anything about this bag. I love this bag. Love this bag. Love it. I hit the jackpot. So even though I have to say I'm sorry to my husband for spending all of our money, it is just the way it is. So Ivana, if you didn't see this one, um, I got this one from Goodwill and I cleaned it yesterday, and so this has been one round of foam cleaner and one round of saddle soap. So now I'm going to use a leather conditioner and just condition the heck out of it. I had a small bucket bag in that collection, but sold it so beautiful. Nice. How do you like your new? I'm not sure if I want this one. Do I want this one? I don't know if I want a lotion. Do the bottom first. Let's see if I want this. Is more that floor. I know. I know it's gorgeous. It wasn't gorgeous yesterday. If you catch my live, if you go back and look at my live from yesterday, the first 20 minutes, I unboxed this, and you will see what it looked like straight out of the box. It did not look this gorgeous. I cleaned it right there on camera. You know. Well, I told you this is new. I haven't even opened it. I knew I had just bought it. I thought I at least had opened it. Nope. Oh, but don't watch the whole thing. It's like a 2-hour live. Just fast forward through it. Yeah. Love the color, warm rust colors. Yeah. This is a beautiful bag. I love a Florentine bag, and this is the Florentine pocket satchel, which I think is just awesome. And this is my favorite, one of my favorite brands of leather conditioner, which is Phoebing's. I also like Bickmore, and Phoebing's and Bickmore are really my favorite. Yeah, I just throw it right in there. And you'll see it absorb a little bit because there's already one layer on here. And I'm just gonna rub it in, put the lotion on the bag, um, and just clean, clean, clean. Rub, rub, rub. All of the and after yesterday's live, I was able to get that piece of plastic to snap together. I needed a little bit more space on my counter and a little bit more manhandling. It wanted to be manhandled more than I was manhandling. I was being too gentle. So once I manhandled it into shape, snapped it all together, it's right behind me right there. That was one of them, and the other one I have in my living room with my husband's toys in there. And I do have a couple more things coming from Temu, but honestly, the day of hauls, I am done with my March shopping is finished. I shall not be buying anything else. I have a few things trickling in, but nothing else is being purchased. We have a big convention to do, and then I have to save a few dollars because I need to sit for a state, not a state test, but it's a test. It's a $300 test to get this. And then I have to join the society. It's a professional society, and you have to pay memberships and dues. It's just, do I get a pay raise for this? No. Do I get bragging rights? Yes. Is it worth it? It is to me. I've spent months reading this stupid book. I'm going to pass this test, come hell or high water, even if I have to take it twice. I'm not the best at test taking. I'm really good at knowledge. I could pass a test if somebody just asked me questions and I had to explain it verbally. But to do it writtenly, my dyslexia is not the best. It's not the worst. My sister's dyslexia is much worse. Um, she actually can type entire phone numbers backwards when people actually still dialed numbers. I've never done that. I just invert letters. Sometimes I invert words too, which is weird. Um, like I'll type words, and my fingers will just type them out of order. It's like, okay, that's not where that goes. So let's just get this first round of moisturizer in here. And then this is my second round of moisturizer. The first round was a cleaner slash moisturizer. This is round number 2. I'm gonna let this soak in. Many applications, light layers often. And that's how you get um a really good finish and patina. You don't really want to go super thick and just more is better the first time. Actually, less is better over time. So it has the opportunity to sink into the leather. And because this is leather, it's been treated, it's gone through a tanning process to preserve the leather. Because leather is just, to be blunt, an organic item that not treated and preserved chemically would decompose. So you have to understand that when you're cleaning leather and moisturizing it, because it's a natural item, that it needs to less because it's going through the chemical tanning process, the finishing process, the coating it already has. There's a lot of stuff that this leather's gone through. So many, many, many layers of moisturizer, lots and lots of buffing. And that's just the way it is with that. So I'm gonna, because I cannot help myself, I'm going to put um just throw on conditioner. Actually, cleaner. I just had you this morning. What did I do with you? I literally, did I just put you away? Oh, there it is. Oh, here it is. Good night. Night, Dawn. Her Wi-Fi was pretty low. Yeah, battery. Yeah. Veg out and watch hey, what is everybody else watching on television? I don't watch television. I really am just a YouTube person. I watch YouTube and I read. I listen to audiobooks, I read Kindle books, and then I watch YouTube. I've been watching I was watching Super Dacob because I'm a super fan and supporter of Dacob. I'm watching Hey Everybody. I watch all of Winnie's videos because Winnie is funny. Um who else did I watch? I didn't get to watch all of Cassie's videos today. Cassie did a what to buy jewelry, indie jewelry type of thing. And then I think that's all the time I had because I was literally in training most of the day. There wasn't that much time to listen to audio or anything. I was either training, listening to a speaker, or transcribing notes that I needed to put into a digital format from a paper book format. So, anyway, so I haven't been watching anything. Well, I don't watch anything. Okay. I don't watch television, but I like hearing about other people's television adventures. So let me entertain me and let me tell me what you guys are watching on TV or movies. Do people watch movies still? Because tomorrow I'm going to be going to my friend's house and we're going to be going to watch, I think we're going to watch a Harry Potter movie. I'm not sure which one. So my favorite Harry Potter movie is The Sorcerer's Apprentice. It's my favorite book and my favorite movie. Um, I think hers is The Prisoner of Azkaban. Um, do you guys have a favorite Harry Potter? You know, so you can really see the mark right here. Now I can use a Amedex, which I have, or a stripper cleaner alcohol to help get rid of these pen marks. But honestly, I truly do think they add character. I don't have a problem with them. They don't bother me. Sorry, I'm sorry. What did you say? I was asking what movies or TV shows people are watching, and what's your favorite Harry Potter film or book? Watching all the Minions movies? Nice. I love the Minions movies. I love the Minions. I think they're great. The Bachelor, Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, 911, Grey's Anatomy is still on television. Is that been like 20 years of Grey's Anatomy now? I remember that coming out when I was in college. What's Dr. Odyssey? I had no clue what that is. I didn't know Grey's Anatomy, and I never watched Grey's Anatomy, but I remember my friend Carol. She used to watch it. I remember watching 20. It has been 20 years. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's been 20 years. I do remember what there was a Dr. Dreamy or something on that. I don't know anything about it. I've never watched Grey's Anatomy. I'm not really into medical drama. It's I did watch ER though when I was younger. And my sister and father really liked watching House. These days I just watch YouTube. I have a few streaming services, but I haven't watched anything lately. I need to catch up on Grey's Anatomy. We had a bunch of streaming services. Um, we had a bunch of streaming services, and after 1 year of having, I think we had 4 or 5 different streaming services in the entire year. I don't think I watched anything. on any of them, not on Netflix, not maybe on Disney. I had watched them, but I didn't watch anything on any of the things we had streaming. So I said, James, I think we need to cancel our subscriptions, and that's when we decided to do YouTube Premium because I watch YouTube, and I'd rather just watch YouTube and not have you know commercials, which I understand that's how YouTube is paid for. But with YouTube, you can pay for premium and never see an advertisement. And to me, that's worth it. And I pay for that. And I do think that's worth it. I don't know if I could ever go back to watching ads on YouTube because I really enjoy, and I mean, and that's how I get paid, y'all. I get AdSense. This is how YouTube supports itself, is through ad money and advertising. But I pay them not to have to watch it. You know? I don't have any idea what new products are out there because unless it comes through a Facebook ad or Instagram ad, I have no clue it exists. I've been watching Shameless on Netflix. I have no clue what that is. YouTube videos. Read on my Kindle. See, Apple Blonde, we totally are besties because I do the same thing. You know, I actually, when people say, "Oh, I'm watching this thing on," my sister's calling, but no, I'm not answering. When people actually say, "Oh, I'm watching this on XYZ video," I am like I think the Yellowstone series and the whatever the 18 something series, all my guy friends watch that. I saw this really funny meme on this. It's so funny. It's like, that's just a Hallmark movie made for men, right? And I'm like, what? And they went through all the key points of a Hallmark movie and what the Yellowstone and the 18 whatever thing is called, and it is. It is a Hallmark movie made for men. I did watch Longmire a long time ago. We just can't keep up. I just can't keep. I binge watch seasons when I was watching seasons of stuff. I don't want to do wait a week. I'm just not that person anymore. So this is the first layer of clean. This is the first layer of cleaning and polishing, and it's already way better. This one's probably going to take 3 or 4 more applications and 2 or 3 different other types of conditioner. So this conditioner is a cream conditioner. This is probably going to need a lanolin-based conditioner to give it more of a shine. So I'll probably do a couple more cream-based and then another lanolin or a wax-based at the end to give it a really good buff. And that's what I tell people a lot too when they're talking about buying what leather conditioner should I buy for my bag. I say 2 or 3. And they're like, what? It's like, look, not any one conditioner is good for every type of leather bag. It just isn't. And honestly, I use multiple different brands of multiple different formulas, multiple different types on the same bag, you know, because each one does something a little bit different. This is why this is an impulse buy. Do you have several of these, Jackie? So why is this an impulse buy? Because I don't actually have that bag. I do not have this bag. I do not. I have a Genie tote, which is similar to this style, but not this one. I know the impulse of this was it was a good deal, good bargain. I wasn't looking for it. I have 3 other totes coming. I did not need this. I already knew the Tilly tote was coming. I did not need this bag. This is almost the same size as my Marc Jacobs on the go. This is the same size as many, 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 many of my totes. I have many totes in this size. So that was purely, I am a collector and I just had to have it. And it's really about Dooney because I know that if they remade that bag again, there's no way that bag is less than $300 brand new. So I knew that I could rescue it. I knew I could save it. I knew it was $50. And do I need another tote in that size? No. Do I need another bag in that color? Absolutely not. But I'm just like, but it's a Dooney and it's gorgeous and the quality. That's why. And that's why it's Confessions of a Shopaholic. Nothing about need went into the purchase of this bag. Nothing. I did not need that bag. I did not need that bag at all. Today's bag I've been using, and I used this bag yesterday, and I've used it today, and I'm going to move into the Tilly bag, is this one. This is the bag I've used. Everything I need, not only everything I need fits in here, everything I need in here for work and for not work fits in here. So what I'm going to take out of this is my everything bag. This is my work phone, so it stays. These are my sunglass toppers and my extra sunglass or sun toppers, my eyeglass toppers. This is literally my wallet. This is the only thing I need and my keys, right? So this is why I'm telling y'all I don't need bags. And I felt a little guilty today because I was looking at my bags, and I was like, if everything I can need and carry fits in this one little Kipling bag, why do I have 500 bags? Because I love them. It has nothing to do with need. I could carry this bag for the next 10 years with all my work stuff in it and be totally fine. But I don't want to. I want to be able to express myself as I want to, when I want to, how I want to with bags. And and that's partially why I change out my bags all the time, daily, is because I just love it's a couple reasons. It's an excuse to say I use my bags. People do ask me that. They do ask me on all the time actually. They're like, "Do you use your bags?" And I say yes. I change out my bags every day. And sometimes twice a day because I love using them. I like changing them out. I like using them for different occasions. I don't, it's like I kind of feel it this way. You change your clothes every day. I mean, even if you wear a uniform, you're changing your uniform, every day, whatever. I feel like it's just an excuse to play dress up with your clothing and your bag. I change my bag as my mood feels like, as I want to. And tomorrow, well, guess what? Tomorrow, if I wake up and I decide I'm not going to wear something that would look good with this yellow, I will come right into this room and switch out of this bed. No guilt, no issues. Um, and I do that all the time. And one day, especially over the weekend, I can use up to 4 bags in 2 days very easily, very, very easily. Because if I go to the grocery store, I'll grab a small bag. I just want to grab my wallet, but I don't want to just put my pocket. I have lost things out of my pocket. This is my last unboxing guide. And so I don't like keeping a wallet in my pocket like how men do, like just put it in your back pocket. I've been robbed, so I just do not like things behind me. I don't want things in my pocket because as I sit or move, things have fallen out of my pockets. So I always want a chest bag for my wallet in front of me. And then I always want a tote bag if I'm carrying things to go shopping because I don't like carrying bags that are store plastic bags if I can avoid it. I will buy things and put them in my shopping totes as I go shopping. So let me show you this is Winnie B. LV's fault. Yeah, same. I never keep anything in my pockets. Yeah, and my mother's actually had stuff stolen. So her purse has been slashed a couple times, and it's because she had them a crossbody slung either to her back or to her side. And because she's a small little Asian lady, and we were in the market, people kept targeting her and walking into her, and she was distracted by shopping that she didn't realize that somebody had slashed into her bag and taken out her money wallet. She has several wallets. So my mother actually was carrying a small little coin purse where she was carrying all her shopping money shopping, but she was in a very fancy expensive designer purse, and they slashed it. Mom didn't notice it, and she just so happened had gone to the bank and she had $2,000 of cash stolen. And I learned from that. And that's not the first time that's happened to my mother, guys. And you'd think my mother would learn by this. And look, why are you taking $2,000 worth of cash in your fancy bag to the market anyway? Mom's like, well, I didn't think I was a target. Of course you're a target. It's like, whatever. Always wear my bags in the front or under my arm. Exactly. So this is Winnie's fault. So I bought this with Winnie's code. This is from Babylon Leather. It took a long time to get here. It took such a long time to get here. Apparently, Babylon didn't realize how good of a salesperson Winnie was going to be. And Winnie, when I bought this when she posted her video. And it was such a good, they actually had to send an email saying, "We're so sorry for the shipping delays. We're trying to catch up to production, but we have had an unexpected increase in purchases," or something like that. So they gave me a couple freebies to say we're so sorry, or the option to cancel. I'm like, no, I'll wait. So I went to Babylon Leather. I bought the kit to make the rodeo horse. I bought the kit to buy the DIY bag charm, which is like the little Kelly bag. And there's QR codes. So I click on the QR codes and then I can go and get instructions on how to make these things. And then they gave me a free pony pendant, a free silk scarf, a snowflake coin purse DIY kit, and some sewing tools. These are position pins. These are like little clamps that help keep your kits together. So this is the first kit. No, this is the one they gave me for free because oops, we're so sorry. This is the snowflake kit. Winnie sewed her own Kelly bag, if you didn't see that video. And this is the company she used. So these are pre-patterned, cut out leather pieces. And then they have instructions, and then you have everything you need in here to sew this. So these are the little applique, and then this is the needle and thread. Normally, a leather thread is a wax coated um, cotton or nylon. There's some binding tape. I'm not sure what that's for, but that's why there's instructions. There's instructions for this too. So you have to go to the QR code thing, and it's a video tutorial on how to do this. So I have the snowflake, which I did purchase, which I'm happy to have for free, which might be my good starter point. This is my free pony. They gave me a free pony. I'm not too thrilled with this colorway, but you know what? This will look good on that yellow bag. So I'm not complaining. It's free. And then they gave me a free silk scarf, 2 free silk scarves. Well, silk-like scarves, because I don't think these are actually silk. These are just twillies. Look how cute. Oh, this is a set of 2. That's nice. See, there's more than one in here. They gave me, maybe they didn't mean, I don't know if they meant to, but they sent me 2. Did they supposed to send me 2? Free gift. Yeah, they did. They meant to send me 4. So there's 4 pieces. So this was another free gift. And I love the colorway. You know, we like blue, so this is great. And these are fun I use these for a lot of things. So not just for my handles, but I put these on my teddy bears, and I've used these on my Labubus. So if this little scrap of silk is, you never know what you can use it for. So the other thing I got in this is the pony kit. So this is the pony kit I picked out. So this kit should end up looking like this when I'm done with it. So does it come with stuffing? I don't think it comes with stuffing. Oh, no, it does. It comes with the foam stuffing right here. So the foam pieces, and of course the QR code. So this is the peacock blue rodeo horse. So I'll get to stitch my own horse. And then this one is the more daunting. This is the Kelly bag charm, also in the peacock blue because we have a theme, and it has all the kits. And when Winnie debuted her bag, she did very plainly state blood, sweat, and tears had gone into this. So I at least have the expectation that this is going to be probably not as hard as hers because she did a full out Kelly bag. I decided if I was going to do a DIY learn how to do it thing, I would at least start with something small and nothing that's going to take 40 hours. Because I think she said it took her 40 hours to do that. And blood, sweat, and tears. Literally, she said literally blood, sweat, and tears. Went into stitching that bag. I need to move some stuff out of the way because I need to grab something under my desk. Of course, I can't find it easily because I moved it this morning. There, nope, that's not what I was looking for. Oh, there it is. I was looking for this. I buy these bags specifically to add my projects in, like this, in one place so I don't lose them. I've lost things before, and so I can find them again. And I'm going to be doing this weekend. I'm tomorrow, but between cleaning this office, which is a disaster, I'm going to work on one of these items so I can show you guys this. I don't know if I didn't have I want to try to do the full-blown kit that Winnie did because that looks like too much fun. But I didn't want to start with that. So I figured spend a little bit of money, get a couple of kits, see if I like stitching because I love stitching. But one of the key things to doing craft projects, and I learned this as a person who does a lot of craft projects, you really should do a small project first because not because it's less difficult. Sometimes small projects are actually more difficult. The thing about the small project is you want to have a quick success, so that you have a win, so you have something accomplished and finished, instead of doing something that is so very large it takes a long time to do. So that is my key advice for crafting. So actually I put my Labubu on the wrong side. We're going to move everybody to the front. So my horsey. And I'll post a picture of this bag tomorrow. This bag will look really good. Well, I love stitching. I already do embroidery. So my problem with doing leather work like that is my perfection. Okay, when I say perfectionism is overrated, it's because I am completely neurotic when it comes to my hand stitching. When it comes to my doing work, I am absolutely a nightmare at my own worst critic. Um, about my stitches are not perfect. And it's because that's, and in the day and age when I learned how to do stitching, people judged you. And when I say people, the nice ladies helping you learn this craft who are all doing this, they all look at the back of your work to see how neat it was. Because cross stitching, applique work, any type of embroidery, they would look at the back and make sure it was as neat as the front. I mean, the front is always neater, but you wanted to make sure the back was neat so that none of the threads would come loose. I mean, there's a reason why they did it, but it caused me to be very anxious about it. So, but let me show you. I unboxed this the other day, and this is still going to Jolie's if Jolie wants it. She's kind of not sure. I don't know if she wants it or not, but look at the color, the difference in color. This is the color I thought I was buying when I got this. This one is more of a mustard. This is that dandelion. No, this is the color I wanted. This is the one I thought I thought I was buying this color when I ordered this bag. And this bag is something that Jolie said, oh, she loved it. So this is still going to her house, but she's not committed. I don't know. She's going through a bag, going through all of her own personal bags to make sure they're making the grade, which means they're they're helping sequestered, and as she uses them and is making decisions on foreverness, they make it into the cabinet. So I don't want to give her harder choices, but I think she does want this one. Jolie and I like the same size bags. We like the same barrel bags. We just do. And if she touches this bag, I know she's going to want it because this bag is really very cool. We both love the same things. Craig and I too. I'm just lucky that I like medium bags and Craig's like giant bags because I can sometimes he gets a bag thinking it will work for him and they're not the right size and they work for me because for me it is the right size. Let me get some away. I'm not crafty, but I sell hundreds of masks I made masks during the pandemic too, and even then, that I was I'm a lot more forgiving about my stitching because it was a machine stitch. I was using my sewing machine, uh, so a straight stitch is not it's not as difficult to screw up, and because they were a mask. Actually, it turned out to be a good thing that I made those masks because you couldn't find binding tape to save your life, binding ribbon. And then my not my brother, my James's cousin, his aunt's son, has he's a very tall, 6 foot dude with a very round face, and there wasn't masks that went fit well. And he worked in food services even during the pandemic times. So he needed a mask that they didn't make. So I made them that they could be washed. And that was what they recommended, is wash them, and I made them out of old t-shirt material, so they were soft, so it wasn't and they were double layered, so you can actually put something between the two layers if you wanted to, and they just went this way, and they could tie behind your head, not just loop around your ears, so they were more comfortable to wear for hours. So he had to wear them for hours, so he worked in a pizza place that delivered pizza, and during the pandemic they still delivered food. You just had to have a different protocol, right? You had to walk it to the door, no contact with the people in the house. You text them, you left it there, I mean, it's a whole thing. So it actually worked out pretty well, making the mask, but I cannot tell you how many times I was swearing at my sewing machine. So believe it or not, I am actually very forgiving of my faults with a machine sewing versus hand sewing, because hand sewing is all about tension. The machine has tension. It does it on its own. So hand sewing is all about your perfectionism, your consistency, you're pulling the thread through what needle, what thread, did you use the right interfacing? I mean, this is why I can look at an Hermes bag that's handcrafted and say that's amazing. It's not that it's exceptional. When I saw Craig's Birkin, it's not that it is the most amazing bag I've ever seen. It's not. What's amazing is the thickness of the leather is probably one of the thickest leather types I'd ever seen stitched in a bag. And it's so straight. It is straight, perfect, even tension. I mean, that's a lifetime to do a line of stitching that perfect. Um, and knowing it's done by hand, even if you stamp out the guide holes like you do, you still have to have the perfect tension to get that stitch that beautiful. And that's when I say Hermes bags are amazing. A machine can do that 1,000 times a day, probably 1,000 times an hour if you get the right, speed of machine. A straight stitch for a machine is what machines do. But a straight stitch like that, where you have to pre-puncture the guide holes, and then you have to line everything up, and then you have to pull the needle with the thread. And the thread, again, I'm telling you, it's normally waxed or coated, and then you're pushing it through, and then doing a saddle stitch, which is 2 passes, and then stitching, and then holding the tension consistently to be perfect like that. If you know, and a lot of people don't care, because if you've never done hand sewing, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know how hard that is. And when I saw his bag, it was everything I could do not to turn it inside out and look at the seams. I just thought it was a pretty bag. And then when I saw the bag, because I know that the Birkin is a hand stitched bag, I was floored. Absolutely floored. Now, the Picotin, the Constance, those are not hand stitch bags. It's fine. They might be hand finished. They might be hand worked. They might have hand components to them. But the Birkin, we do know, is a hand stitch bag. And when you look at it, you can tell why. And perfectionism like that is a lifetime of skill. That is why I think that bag is amazing. It's not, and people can talk about the heritage, they can talk about the brand, they can talk about the leather. I'm talking about that artist. the artist that sat there and made that stitch. I don't care if 5 people had to work on that bag. Whoever did that line of stitching, that was one person doing it, because you don't stop. You keep going. You can't stop. The tension will loosen. You have to keep the tension consistently perfect until you tie off that line of stitching. And that's why when I was looking at that, I'm like, I would just love to go see their workshop. I would love to see their artisans working in their workshop. So what Meredith did when she went to go to Paris, I would just be, I mean, amazed. If I, a local craftsman, I mean, I people who are artisans like that spend their whole life perfecting that skill. That's why I love Naomi from Naomi's Crafted. Like when she's making these beautiful, 3D leather pieces. She's making these by hand, and not only is it sculpting art because it's 3D, it's the artistic talent that I don't have to take the look of my pug, my dog, and make it look like him. I mean, she captured his soul. I mean, this is handcrafted by somebody. She spent hours, hours and hours and hours working on this for me. I didn't pay her for this. This was a gift. She saw that I was sad and upset that Watson had passed, and she did that from a photo from my Instagram. I didn't ask her. I didn't even know she could do that. I'm still shocked. I mean, that to me is just like, wow. And that's the same way I feel about home cooking, guys. When somebody makes you food, they love to cook and they care about you and they love you, you know? And even if it's not the best thing you've ever had, you say thank you and you eat home cooked food because somebody took time to make that for you. Mm. Katie says, at first I used shoestrings for ties that you could tie behind your head and adjust to your liking. Then I switched to elastic, but then they were still adjustable. Yes, I just used strips of cotton from the t-shirts and I stitched them so they didn't have unraveling bindings, and then stitched them so you could just tie them. It worked out really well. T-shirt worked better than broadcloth for comfort. Now, did it do anything other than that? I don't know. Grace's, and it's also leather binding that H does that makes brands don't do it. That's what's the proper name. The saddle stitch. It's not just the saddle stitch is a hand stitch that you can't be replicated by a machine, and that's why it's so hard to do. And leather, and it's called a saddle stitch because it's used in saddlery. If you are a horseman and you've ever had to deal with horses' saddles, $30,000 for a saddle is nothing. Saddles are expensive, especially Western saddles. I don't know about English saddles. I live in Texas. Saddles are expensive. Um, Working with that leather, doing what they're doing, and that's why there's all this leather cleaning stuff is at the Tractor Supply, because Tractor Supply is a store that's normally located in rural parts of America, smaller rural areas, not urban areas, because it's meant for people there's an entire equestrian section there. There is poultry section for birds, and there's people who they sell chicks. I mean, they sell dog food, they sell feed, they sell stuff for your farm, they sell tools, they sell tractors, and they sell equipment in the equestrian section to clean saddles, which is where you found leather CPR. And if you go to the local Tractor Supply, that same bottle that you can buy on Amazon for $25 honestly is only $12.50. I do not know why it's so much more expensive on Amazon other than weight, because everything costs more by weight. And that but if you go to the Tractor Supply, leather CPR is $12.50. Anyway, today has been a massive haul. I definitely have some explaining to do, and I'm not going to apologize other than to say that I'm done shopping and that we're good, and that I'm good. I have a red bag coming in the mail a blue bag coming in the mail that I can remember. And if something else is showing up, I don't remember it. But that's what I know, that it's coming in the mail. And I think that's it for the month. I have to pay. Oh no, I bought a couple things from it. It's Adrian. It's coming in the mail too. I just haven't. They haven't shipped yet. And I think I have a wallet, a pouch, and a bag coming from Miss Adrian, and then I have five things coming in the mail. I have two computer bags that are still coming. No, one computer bag. No, two computer bags are still coming. A pouch, a wallet, and a blue bag, which is more than enough considering I just showed you guys 4 bags today. And nobody needs to have 10 bags in a month but me, because that's exactly what I did. And this is how I have 500 bags. Leather CPR can be used to be cheap on Amazon. It got expensive because it got popular, probably third party, but shipped by Amazon. Yep. We can be shopaholics together. Yes, my sister is a thrifting clothing shopaholic, and I am a bag shopaholic. And together we are both hoarders and our poor husbands. Anyhow, this does make me reflect on how I'm going to survive next month and what my plan is, because I have some bags on layaway too that I need to get out of layaway. And I already bought my birthday bags for 2025. So I would like to get one of those Bluebell bags, but I can wait. That's not something where I'm going to be rushing out to buy a bag. I have a little birdie told me that a bag in Marc Jacobs end of 2025 probably is having a Murakami drop. If that's true, I will buy one from him. I don't care how much that one costs. I will buy one from Marc Jacobs. And I do want the Marc Jacobs tote with his face on it, but I can't justify it. I already have too many. I have every type of bag I can get. Katie says I paid $7.95 for leather CPR at Amazon 2 years ago. Wow. So then even the $12.50 I'm paying locally is a little high, right? So I just use leather CPR as the first round, and I use it on the most dry leather, and then after that I never use it. I go to other leather conditioners. I don't like to overuse any one product. I don't want to use only one product. I find that, again, different formulas work in conjunction pretty well. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to go to bed. I am tired. Today has been exhausting. I will probably do a members live tomorrow at some point to explain the work shenanigans that happened and my total meltdown. When I say total meltdown, my total ranting I yelled and ranted for 10 minutes in the car to my husband. And then I had to apologize. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I know, but I'm so frustrated. He goes, it's okay. It's okay. Like, you knew it was going to be bad. Like, I know, but I didn't know it was going to be this bad. So, moving on. Good night, everybody. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Have a nice Friday evening. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.